Hey there guys, it's CloneBoyOllie here again, and today I'm bringing you a Clone Wars action figure review, this time for the 2003 Genndy Tartakovsky animated series Clone Wars figures. Now, I only have 3 of these, as you can see. I have Captain Fordo, General Grievous, and ObiWan Kenobi. I don't think I'll be getting the other figures because I'm really not a fan of their animated versions, like Count Dooku's very pointy beard. I'm not really a fan of that, and I think these are the only figures from that line I'll be getting, just because of how cool they are. So let's review them, shall we? First off, we'll start with the big boy, General Grievous. Now, the General Grievous figure is, in my opinion, the coolest one from the 2003 figure line. He has 2 arms with 2 lightsabers, instead of his forearm kind of form, but I don't think that would have been easy to make considering the joints are so thin, so having like 2 of those stacked on top of each other probably wouldn't have been good. There's some articulation, including the arms and elbows, none at the wrist. You have some at the hips, bring the legs down a bit, but in this pose it's kind of difficult to get him into anything other than what he's currently doing. Has his 2 lightsabers, the blue and green, and he has the other 2 on his waist, which cannot come off, they're attached. The cape is pretty good to mould. It's kind of soft and rubbery, it's not removable. And then that goes up to the neck and the head on my one is, you know, a bit loose, so I tend not to move it around that much. The feet, as you can see, are big and chunky like in the animated series. They cannot move, but they are very, very nicely molded. You have a hole on the bottom of each to go into the pin on the stand that it comes with. Just normal Star Wars The Clone Wars stand. And that's about it for General Grievous.
Hello there.
Now, if you've got Grievous, you've got to have ObiWan Kenobi, General Hello There himself. Not only is he my favourite Star Wars character, but he's also one of my favourite figures. So, he's in this kind of samurai pose. It's very cool, holding hands with 2 lightsabers. He can hold it with 1 and have his arm down here. He holds the lightsaber with 2 hands. Not his hands with 2 lightsabers. Jesus! Like the Grievous figure, he's kind of in a static pose. Although you can do slightly more with this. The head can move. Head's a little tighter on this one. He's got his Jedi mullet, episode 2. So this is early Clone Wars kind of Battle of Munalist Obi-Wan. And then we see his boots going down to the feet, and then the back of each heel has room for the pin, and that's about it. Got the classic tunic, and here's Obi-Wan's kind of victory pose after the battle. Forgot to mention that the waist can also swivel, and you can see the range of the arm movements over here, but like you can see that this kind of scrapes along the leg, so it's not too easy to move them around without moving the waist. But it's a fairly good amount of articulation. As for the lightsaber that he comes with, you can probably see, if it's not too blurry, that it is a blue and black, kind of greyish blue, which is accurate to the series. And then it's got the little blasts of plasma. And it's pretty cool. Same with pretty much all the lightsabers. Grievous's lightsaber is kind of like a solid grey. They've each got their own different design, but they're all pretty similar. And that will do it. And finally we come to the last figure in my collection for the 2003 Clone Wars animated series, the Clone Boy himself, Captain Fordo. Yes, everyone's favourite ARC trooper. And no, it's not Fives, it's Fordo. Now, Fordo has his distinct red marking on his arms. The arms only have 1 point of articulation. You can put them up like he's commanding the other ARC troopers, or you can put them down. He has his 2 big DC-17 pistols. You can put them in the holsters on his camera, or you can have him hold them. Now his helmet comes with a rangefinder. It doesn't go down, but it's nice and rubbery and soft. He has waist articulation. His head articulation is a little tighter than the other figures. He doesn't have any leg articulation, so he's in this static pose like the others. His kama has got this nice red stripe, nicely painted, some nice curved detailing there. The pauldron on mine has a little paint chip, and the torso is a bit yellowed, but that's just because this is a used figure. Overall, that's a pretty nice clone figure, I have to say. His feet have the holes for the pin, for the stand, and that's about it. So that's it for my Clone Wars 2003 figure collection. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to give this video a like and post a comment down below telling me which is your favourite figure. It doesn't have to be one of these, but any from the 2003 line. I'd be interested to see what your favourites are. And I'll see you guys in the next video.